When I'm out here working on the block, I spend a lot of time just thinking about the job, thinking about the process, the build, what I've got to do. We're only doing this once, and it's going to be with us till they cut me off to a nursing home or I die in here. But what it's allowed me to do, because we've been held up and because I've been part of that hold up and waiting for other people to produce engineering to solve the problems of the house design, is it's allowed me and Mrs. Webby Walks to actually concentrate more on a lot of the components inside the house, which I'm really particular about. I've got a handyman business where I constantly am working on people's houses, and it's just a single little business that I now do, and I love doing it. But the biggest problem is looking at things in people's houses that constantly need improving, constantly need attention and maintenance. And I've got some very strict ideas in how I want this house to be finished. Like, I'm not having architraves, we're not having skirting boards, we're not having tiles, we're getting away from grout. I'm really focusing on things that face me every day as a handyman, as building maintenance job, that that I hope and trust will be a game changer for me and the house that I'm going to build. We just barrel ahead and accept the standards to what everyone else is building. If you know me, and a lot of people do, and they won't question this, but I have a tendency to question, have a tendency to think outside the circle a little, and I'm not prepared to just go for the norm, what everyone does, what everyone expects, only because I think there's better ways. I think there's better materials, there's better concepts, and the house has got to be very much about us and what we want to live in, and not what's driven by what's expected of us. So probably the highlight of my last 2 days here, and I've chopped a heap of trees down and been burning them off. There's a lot of dead trees now when I look around. We're now at the 15 months past the fires, and we've come through an autumn and winter's just about to approach, and a lot of the trees aren't surviving. I've noticed they're just starting to die off. As you can see, there's fluff in all the trees, and that's all the hormone under the bark that gives it all the trees the extra fluff to create the process of photosynthesis to keep them going. And they're the lungs of our earth, to keep them going, to keep taking in carbon dioxide and converting it to oxygen so that we can breathe on this fabulous planet. But the 2 days I've been here and I'm camping in my little caravan, I'm constantly thinking of the house. It's such a momentous task at my age, because I've got to do the whole thing myself, that it's a challenge. I won't put it past you, but there's a certain excitement to it, and I'm looking forward to these periods where it gets slowed up, and instead of getting frustrated because we're under no pressure to move anymore, I can focus on all the bits and pieces, the styles, the finishes, the walls, the different things in the house to make it move forward when we come to those parts in it. So yeah, it's an interesting process, very interesting, and it's I get to enjoy nights like this. Look at that fire, just about to have a beer, just put the chainsaw away, cleaned up. Well, not really, I'm still grubby, but stay with us, come along for this journey. Certainly a journey for me.